Green Death is, of course, Jo Grant's last story in Doctor Who. Well, I mean, she shows up again in the Five Doctors, and she makes an appearance in the Sarah Jane Chronicles, but this is her last appearance as a regular companion of the Doctor. And as we well know by this point, the writers of Doctor Who can only conceive of one possible reason a female companion would leave the Doctor, and that is a love interest. So, in this story, Jo Grant falls for the dashing young scientist Cliff Jones. And of course, it's no mystery why he'd fall in love with her. I mean, how could you say no to this? Although I'm not sure how he feels about Daleks. The interesting thing about the casting choice of Cliff Jones is that the actor playing him was actually Katie Manning's boyfriend at the time. But he wasn't a shoo-in for the part by any means. In fact, quite the opposite. When the role was being cast, someone went to the director and said, "Oh, you know, Katie Manning's boyfriend kind of fits that description." They were looking for a young, dashing, but hippie, free-spirited kind of guy who could possibly play the guitar, and someone said, "Well, yeah, that's Katie's boyfriend," and the director wanted nothing to do with that. He was well experienced with how bad on-set romances can be during the filming process. And so he proceeded to audition actor after actor. He saw about a dozen different actors, and none of them were sparking for him. And finally, out of desperation, he agreed to see Katie's boyfriend. And the minute he walked in the room, the director was like, "Oh, yeah, this is the guy." So he got the role, and the rest is history. Canonically, in the Doctor Who universe, Jo and Professor Jones stay married for decades. They're still married when they show up in the Sarah Jane Adventures, and in fact, it's the two of them, the same two actors, in the preview that was filmed for the Blu-ray edition set last year that is just a spectacular scene. I'll put the link in the description below. It's a great, great clip. But off-screen, their romance didn't last nearly as long. Nothing dramatic, just normal, young couples splitting up and moving on. But still, you can see their chemistry on film in The Green Death, and it is magical. There's no question you could see the connection between the two of them. And that's going to wrap it up for today. I've still got one more day of viewing for this story, so I will see you again tomorrow.